New
Might be
ball,
one of the biggest in
game 1
pickleball.
time in, 0-0.
Well, I'm anxious to see that. Here we go.
Point.
There we go. Nice
What'd I
forehand. Nice roll, yeah. Good locator.
1-0.
It's going to be interesting to see in this match how much these guys can basically keep the ball in. In high elevations like this, like we have in Salt Lake, the ball really flies pretty quickly.
That's a great point.
Just like
Side
that.
out.
I played some rec games yesterday at, well, I'll get back to it in a
1-0.
second.
Side out.
Wow, missed opportunity there. Very interesting return from Tyson. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. He basically did a drop shot.
I don't think that was intentional.
0-1. Point.
Okay, because he kind of did some kind of spin on it, you know, like it almost
It was a
as if
slice.
It was intentional, yeah.
And it does look like Tyson's slicing his returns.
1-1.
Which is a very strange strategy in today's modern pickleball. Slices on returns and singles are almost obsolete, but we're playing on
2-1.
a pickle roll type of surface here. Ball
Side
is
out.
bouncing considerably lower than it would on a normal outdoor tennis court type of surface, and so I think Tyson's identified that. And the benefit of a slice is that it's going to stay down lower.
1-2. Side
Yeah,
out.
that's all you need to see right there. Tyson McGuffin slicing a forehand return means that these courts are bouncing very low, and he's going to use that to his advantage with those slices. Almost never see it anymore in pro pickleball.
Point. Nice shot. Yeah, and I'm guessing you're saying the reason for that is because it helps the top spin on the passing shot of the guy that just served.
So we're using pickleball paddles and not tennis rackets, right? So on a pickleball paddle, you cannot wipe off all of the spin that's given to you. At the tennis racket, no matter what spin's given to you, you can pocket the ball and grab it and put spin on it.
1-3.
Here, if somebody gives you a very aggressive slice, you can actually use that to your advantage to generate more topspin, and vice versa. If somebody gives you heavy topspin, you can't reverse the spin quite as well.
Point.
With these new-ish paddles from probably 2021 onwards, carbon fiber, slices are pretty much obsolete in singles.
Point.
Wow, big serve. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that in tennis, that you could actually neutralize the spin, for lack of a better word.
It still has an effect. It's just much more dramatic in pickle.
Side out.
Wow. So I played some rec yesterday, and I missed at least 15 balls long that I know were going in California. So it was very frustrating.
Yeah, we're inside. Conditions are faster. Elevation, you know, we're something to be considered here as we're playing in whatever this is, 68 degrees. And completely dry.
Side out.
Most of the tournaments we've played so far this year, or at least for the last few months, have been in, you know, 70s, 80s, 90s, and humid. So conditions are way different.
4-3. Side out.
Ah, so Kyle off to an early lead here. He's up 4-3. Did not get the serve there that he was looking for.
It's all right. He's sending it. That's a very important strategy against Tyson. You've got to smack that serve.
3-4. Point.
So I played yesterday at Connor Pardo's dad's house, Dirk Pardo, who I've known for, or I knew from 50 years ago. And his house is in the hills a little bit, and so it might have even been higher elevation that was messing with all my great shots.
4-4.
We'll have to review the film.
Ooh, almost
Side out.
just wide there. Kyle kind of did a double look there to see whether he could see was in after it already landed.
4-4. Side out.
Ooh, that's
Kyle's,
a rare mistake.
getting away with staying back on some of these returns. I don't think that's a long-term winning strategy for him right now. Tyson is serving very nice and deep.
4-4.
I was just going to say, I mean, come in no matter what, put that pressure on. As soon as you stay back, you go to 20% versus coming in and being at 50% at least, regardless of your return.
Although Tyson did just miss the last 2 opportunities to come in when Kyle stayed back, so he's not capitalizing on those deep returns quite yet.
5-4.
I'd expect him to figure that out.
Side out.
It's another missed serve. Not a good plan. Oh, look, Tyson did the old Serena Williams, drop the ball off your foot for a little extra time.
4-5.
He's clearly gassed out here
I recall.
because we're playing very long
4-5.
points.
Right, exactly, yes, all points lasting 20 rallies. Good night.
Point.
Yeah, Tyson doing a good job of finding Kyle's backhand when Kyle does stay back on some of these shots.
5-5. Point.
I like the way Tyson told him how far out it was there. May have overestimated a little bit there. How far out was it?
Don't we all, Glenn?
6-5. Point.
Yeah, I don't like that pattern for Kyle. Tyson's doing such a good job of finding his backhand when he stays back. If Kyle can find a forehand off of staying back, I don't mind it quite as much, but
7-5.
it's tough.
When I first started playing, Glenn Peterson was the second best senior pro singles player, and he basically told me, hey, always come in, always come in.
Traditionally, that's
5-7.
been true.
Point.
I do think, you know, if you don't hit a great return, you might be sort of rushing in, and
6-7.
I don't mind fighting off some of those shots.
Fighting off
Side
what?
out.
I think your intention should always be to come in. However, somebody hits a really good serve and you hit a lollipop of a return, I think you're better off. I think you are better off staying back and trying to fight off the other guy coming into the net. I don't think it's worth it if you know you're going to get passed every time, or the majority of times.
7-6. Point.
I think if you're forcing somebody
Time
to hit a
in.
passing shot, you're
8-6.
a little bit better than that, no matter what.
Yeah, you could theoretically just guess.
Side out.
Just wide, okay. Did you see that
There
ball?
we go. Looked out to me. There you go, making Tyson hit a backhand third there is exactly what Kyle wants.
6-8.
That's
Side
a nice
out.
volley right
Yeah,
there.
I couldn't see whether it was in, but I'm guessing it was. On the
That
replay,
serve
let's
was-
see. Yeah, okay.
8-6.
That's just pretty close.
Side out.
As close,
Blistering return there too.
yeah, as close as this is. I mean, Tyson seems very relaxed out there. Like he's not worried.
There's been no barking so far.
Yeah, no barking. What's going on? Very, very understated.
6-8.
Tyson McGuffin.
Side out.
It's nice coverage. Kyle just hits such a heavy ball, which doesn't always translate to TV, but we're sitting on court level here, and the RPMs and the spin that he's getting off of that paddle is very, very solid on that forehand side.
And I like the way that he's hitting to Tyson's forehand on the return every once in a while, right? Get him, because you know
8-6.
Tyson's heading towards his left right after the serve every time.
Side out.
He gets away with another one there.
Yeah,
Staying back.
Kyle's gotten a lot of unforced errors from Tyson, and you know, see if he can do something with it. He's still right in this match.
6-8.
It's a good play
Side
there.
out.
A couple good looks at a couple passing shots. It's tough. Once Tyson gets established up in the net, he's so hard to pass.
Yeah, well, that's one of the big skills of singles, those
8-6.
stabbing volleys that all these top players can get, including yourself.
Point.
That's the pattern Kyle's got to avoid there.
Should we call him over for some
9-6.
coaching?
Side out.
It's a nice little two-y there. But still, he's depending on Tyson missing shots that he almost never misses.
It was interesting. Tyson took his time getting up there too, because
6-9.
baseline rally, Tyson could just pin that backhand.
Side out.
Tyson's also kind of gone away from that slice that he was hitting earlier. Now he's going back to a sort of a flat return, which is interesting. Not much topspin on it at all. Very flat.
9-6. Point.
Yeah, I mean, he had pretty decent return there.
Game
He got
point.
it down the middle. He floated it a
Timeout
little
receiver.
bit. I think he had
10-6.
time to get in there.
He'd only be in the
Time
transition
in.
zone, probably.
10-6.
Nice. Beauty.
That's a
Side
great
out.
point. Fought that one off very nicely.
I love your breakdown there a second ago, and that's the kind of awesome analysis that we get by having a former top singles player who's
6-10.
never thrown on the microphone.
Slice
Point.
return again. He's sailing them. I think he's just not confident keeping it in. We're all so out of practice with slice returns these days.
7-10.
Managed to keep that one in.
Side out. Point. Game 11-7.
It's a good first game. I think it's a 11-7 score that
Tournaments are a fun and exciting way to grow your game. Connect with other players and stay active in the welcoming pickleball community. Whether you're a seasoned player or looking to try your first tournament, we have a place for you.
Tyson switched to a
New ball, game
lion
2, time
looking paddle
in.
recently.
0-0.
He's using the old, I believe it is the Magnus.
Side out.
So Kyle starting off staying back, but got a lucky break anyway.
0-0.
Just I don't see
Point.
I don't see game 2 going any better for Kyle if he doesn't make.
So in the match before us, the balls were getting lost to the degree that literally Federico would have to take like a minute walk to go get it, find it, and come
1-0.
back. Oh, that's another
That's
beauty.
very
Wow.
nice.
Oh, and that ball popped right up to one of our ushers here. I don't know if that's the correct word. People that keep you off the grandstand court.
2-0.
Very nice coverage
Side
there
out.
from Tyson. Something that you just cannot see from the broadcast is how much curvature these shots have. How heavy these forehand passing shots are from Kyle and
0-2.
Tyson. It's super impressive.
Point.
Serve filthy.
1-2.
Wow,
Yeah.
beauty.
Point.
Lots of options on that one. It's you almost have to, on a shot like that, Kyle almost has to come into the
2-2.
midcourt to cut off angles. It's
Point.
just not a spot that you want to be.
Right.
There's that though.
Yeah, and he's hitting sort of a cat and mouse shot, which would normally a guy would hit that shot and then move in at least 5
3-2.
feet. And he's not doing that though.
Point.
I do like that play coming in, forcing Tyson to hit spots a little bit. I know Kyle's game is really strong from the passing shots and from the baseline. Struggles to cover the net quite as well, but I think
4-2. Side out.
game 1 was a best case scenario for Kyle for not coming in. I think 11-7 is as close as it's going to get with that sort of play style. I think he's got to take his chances.
I agree completely.
2-4.
And shoot, he asked us. We should have just, you know, gone.
Very nice.
Point.
Oh, wow. All right, so that ball came past us and is currently 50 feet, and it just stopped rolling. And, oh, nice throw.
What an arm.
Wow.
What an arm. That's a cannon back there.
That guy threw it there, and I was in fear for
3-4.
Zane's life for a second. Wow.
Point.
That's tough. That is very, very tough.
That's a forehand that you wanted to see live here. I don't know if you could capture that on air. Here's the replay. Yeah, well, of course, slow motion, right?
And not only, he blistered that thing, and,
Yeah.
but it wasn't even
4-4.
deep in the court, which is the important part about it. When you're passing
Side out.
cross court, you don't want to go deep. If you imagine a line halfway through the kitchen, when you're hitting singles passing shots cross court, you do not want to hit into the back 6, 7, 8 feet of the court.
Right, because it'll be too high when it goes by Tyson.
Exactly,
out.
it'll be too high, and you can't quite travel as far away from the player that way. And so he not only did he blister that forehand, he also got it somewhat short in the court.
4-4.
Very
Point.
nice.
Wow. That's another incredible shot. We'll see if we get a replay of it here or not. Just beautiful angle on it. Landed very close to the line.
That's so hard to do when you're moving the opposite direction, right? Kyle is on almost a dead run over to his right side, and then to turn it all the way around and go cross court.
5-4.
Didn't look like Tyson was expecting that, nor should he.
Point.
Wow, he's hitting these nice loopy serves that are landing right near the baseline and coming down from
6-4.
about 4 feet, and it's giving Tyson some trouble.
Ooh, he's gonna like that look.
Side out.
To your point, Glenn, everything on the serve is secondary to depth. It doesn't matter how
4-6.
fast you hit your serve. If
Point.
you're hitting that ball into the back 3-4 feet of the court, that is your
5-6.
top priority.
Point.
Beauty. Well, 6-6, another battle here. I mean, Kyle's right in this again. Welcome back, everybody. 6-6.
in.
Tyson McGuffin to
6-6.
serve to Kyle Lewis.
Point.
I like it. You can tell that he was attempting to come in off of that return too, and I think that's what he's got to do.
And
Not
I've heard-
happy with that bounce.
7-6.
And I've heard that, yeah, there's some bad bounces off the pickle roll here.
Point.
Oh, I like that play too. It's a tough to execute shot, but I think he's at least identified it. He's got to come in.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. No, 2 points in a row there where either he came in or the intention was there, so.
8-6. Point.
And that's
Hate to see
exactly,
it.
yeah, the kind of bad luck that you didn't want to see right there.
It only helps a good shot.
Okay.
9-6. Point.
Yeah, it's tough for me to sit here and continue to say he's got to come in just because, like, those serves are so tough, but he's got to try it. He's got to try it.
And I mean, what a shot there from Tyson. Right?
Match
That was
point.
a 7.0 shot right there.
10-6.
Match point.
Point.
That's tough.
Game match.
Great finish there from Tyson.
Yeah, he came out of the timeout and just blazing. And even though Kyle had maybe a different plan coming into it, I don't think there was anything he could do.